All right, guys, so welcome back to another video. So today I have to share something with you that is just mind-blowing, something that I just finally figured out with the grip. And I just want to quickly share with you because it's something that I struggle with for the longest time. And maybe some of you already know it. It has to do with strong grip, weak grip. I had it all wrong basically. For the longest time, I thought that a strong grip was this right here, and I think a lot of golfers think that a strong grip is this right here. Especially with your driver, just go this way right here, and you shut the face and you hit it and start hitting. Start shutting the face. That way you eliminate the slice. And this right here is not a strong. I mean, it's completely wrong, guys. This is what I was doing. Strong grip like this. Okay, and this is wrong because the reason why it's wrong is because I'm holding it with the palm of my hands. I'm holding it there, and you're supposed to grip it like this. Regardless of if you have a weak or strong grip, you always have to hold it with the fingers like that. So this is the correct way to hold the club right here every time. It doesn't matter if you make it strong. Doesn't mean you go like this. This is wrong because if you do that, look where the butt of the club is. The grip is right there in your palms. So what I figured out is that if I want to make a strong grip, then I still have to do this. Just grab it with my fingers right here. Okay, and now it's just the thumb right here. If you want to make it strong, you grip it right there on the right side. If you're neutral, right there in the middle, and if you're weak, just a little bit on the left side. That is it. This right here doesn't change. It should stay the same. So that's the main thing that I struggle with. And obviously, after I do that, there's another thing. It's not done yet because basically, if I grip it on my fingers like I should, and make it just a little stronger, just or neutral, then obviously, if I do 4 round rotation here, then I'm still opening the face. So like nothing, it just like contradicts everything. So I have to make sure I do this right here. And basically that feeling is just keeping my right hand above my left hand, kind of like this. So that way the face is always going to be there. It's not going to change. I do this right here because if you start doing this, then you're going to open it, and then when you come down, yeah, maybe you may square up the face and hit a good shot anyways, but it's going to make it more difficult. So the reason I got into this issue of the grip, I mean, I was gripping it perfect. I mean, I was gripping it with my fingers. I didn't even know I was doing that. Basically, I switched to an M4 driver from a Callaway because it broke. So the M4, the face is a little open. So what I did is when I got into the address position, I say, okay, it's a little open, so I'm going to grip it a little stronger. And what I did is what a lot of people do. I did this right here. I turn my forehand like this, and I say, okay, that's a strong grip right there. And it wasn't because all it did, it was just, I was just holding it with my palms right there. So actually, that's the worst that you can do because everything is going to be loose. You're going to have no control of the face right here. It could either open, you can flip it because it's just loose. So as long as you grip it with your fingers like this, then you're good. And what I've been doing, since it's an M4, it's a little open, so I grip it with my fingers like this, and basically I shut the face just a little bit like that, and then I put my thumb slightly to the right, slightly strong grip, and that is perfect right there. So as long as I'm doing this right here on my takeaway, the face is always going to stay there. It's not going to move. You can see it. The face is always going to stay there. Now, if I start doing this flipping action there, forearm rotation, then the face is going to open and then it's going to shut, but it's going to be making it a little more complicated. So all I'm doing is this right here. Okay, guys, so one more time because this is so important. I just want to make it very clear. So basically, right there, that's with the fingers right there. So I do that, and then from here, before you do this, you can just either most of you probably gonna shut the face a little. So that's square right there. So you want to do like 1 degree like that, especially with a driver that has the face open, and then you close it like that, and then the thumb. If you want it strong right there, if you want it neutral right there, and if you want it weak right there. But definitely has to always be like this, guys. So remember that it's very easy to get confused with the knuckles. And then with the knuckles, what you're gonna do, you're just gonna go like this. And look what happens when you go a lot of knuckles like this. You just turn your face turn the face and look at that. Look where the club is. It's just completely, that's on the palm. You know, it's there and it should be there. So basically, I was doing this right here, grabbing it with the palms. I was thinking that it was strong. And then when I got to the top of my backswing, the face was actually the opposite. It was just like right there, like open somehow. I didn't, you know, it was completely open. So when I came down, even if I came from the inside, it was open. So it was like kind of like a fade. So now, see, that's the palm. So now I'm doing more the fingers right there. Okay, and then here I like to get it just a little bit to the right side, my thumb. And then now, as long as I'm doing this right here, then I know that it's gonna be, the face is gonna be square. And for my swing, that explains so much now. You know, a lot of times it's like, man, how did I just pushed it to the right, but it wasn't like a proper push. It was like weak to the right, or it was like very long to the left side of the green. And I was like, you know, I feel like it shouldn't be like that. And it makes sense now because my grip was never the same. It was always slightly towards the palm of my fingers. And sometimes that shuts the face. Sometimes that opens the face and makes it weak. And especially with my wedges, that happened a lot too. And I could not explain it. I was like, why is it short? I felt like with my pitching wedge was shorter than my 9-iron, and it had all. It was just the fingers. It was like the more I grip it with my palm, the more I open the face. And in my mind, I'm feeling like I'm actually gripping it strong. So it is so important, guys. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video because it took me 2 weeks to figure this out. So don't waste any more time. It's the grip. It's just the way you grip in the club. You know, it has nothing to do with a lot of people are obsessed with, you know, over the top. Even if I grip it like with my palms right here, if I grip it with my palms, and even if I come like, you know, from the inside, it doesn't matter. The fish is wide open or completely closed. So it's not going to matter if you come from the inside or not. There's no control. So everything has to do with the grip right here, guys. So I would suggest doing that. And the other thing, obviously, this right here, the right hand above the left hand. And guys, that, you know, I can officially say that I'm back into getting better shots. You know, I was struggling for a little bit there. I couldn't figure it out. It was something that it happens to me every single year. It has to do with the grip. For the longest time, I thought that it was just my hand slipping into a weaker grip, and no, it's not. What it was is my grip slipping into my palm. So that's what it was, and that was causing the issues. And to resolve the issue, every single time I made it worse because I thought like, okay, I'm gonna make a strong grip, and I put even the grip even more into my palms on the palm of my hand, and that made it even worse. One more thing, guys. So if your glove is worn out right here on this side, that means you're doing it. That means you're gripping it with the hand. So it should never be worn out right there on this side right here. Sometimes to the point where it breaks. So if it's right there and if it breaks, then you're gripping it with your palm. And you should not be doing it because basically the grip is there and it will be touching there and then it will rub through here and it will eventually wear off. I never knew how important it was to grip the club with your fingers, you know, and the reason is because if you grip it with the palm, the face is going to be wobbly like this and it's more likely to be open than closed actually. So, and another thing, like every time, you know, grip is stronger, and that made it worse and worse. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.